Hey YouTube, Benson here, Performance Capability. So this message today is on, you can't change what you refuse to face. So what do I mean by that? What truth have you been avoiding because it feels too heavy to carry? Refusal is silent sabotage. If you can't change a problem you won't face, you'll never be able to change it. Every day you look away, the problem roots. The moment you face it, you weaken it. What truth are you still refusing to face that's quietly shaping your destiny? Let's talk about it. Let's run the intro.
Hold your breath, all the moves we're making.
So let me ask you something straight. What are you running from today, right now? Not in theory, not someday, right now. What is it? What is that one conversation that you currently avoid? The one truth that you're currently burying? The one habit that you excuse again and again? Because here's the reality. You can't change what you refuse to face. See, avoidance is expensive. It costs time. Every day delayed compounds the damage. It costs trust because people can sense when you're dodging reality. And it costs significantly in terms of growth because the lessons you refuse to face keep repeating until you learn them. And the longer you run, the heavier the weight becomes until what you avoid becomes the very anchor that, drags you down. I once had this opportunity of working with a CEO. He was absolutely brilliant, charismatic, and absolutely allergic to feedback. Whenever his team raised issues, he'd nod politely and then do nothing. Problems started to pile up, frustration grew, eventually his best people left. Why? Not because he was incompetent, because he refused to face his own blind spots. He was a company man but couldn't connect with his people. When he finally confronted the truth that his ego was costing him talent and ultimately the company, everything shifted. He invited real feedback, acted on it, and the company rebounded. The turnaround didn't start with strategy, it started with courage to face his own mirror. See, think of a shadow. You can run from it all day long, sprinting faster and faster, but it follows you everywhere you go. On the walls, on the ground, even in your mind. The shadow doesn't vanish until you confront it. And when you do, what once seemed overwhelming suddenly loses its grip on you. See, I was reading about Ulysses S. Grant, later the commanding general who helped save the Union during the American Civil War. And eventually he was the 18th president of the United States. Absolutely fantastic story. Before all that, Grant faced repeated failures, forced to resign from the army, struggling with alcoholism, and nearly broke while working odd jobs to support his family. He could have kept running from responsibility, but he chose to face his demons, return to the army, and confront both his personal flaws and the greatest national crisis of his time. That decision to face instead of flee didn't just change his life, it changed the trajectory of history. See, what issue in your life, be it a reoccurring conflict, a repeated failure, or a pattern you just can't shake? Maybe it keeps circling back because you refuse to face it head on and deal with it once and for all. What's the cost of denial right now in your business where opportunities slip away? How much freedom would you feel if you stopped running? The kind of freedom where your shoulders drop, your breath deepens, and the energy you once waited on avoidance is suddenly released for progress, for creation, and ultimately for your own inner peace. See, remember this. Denial is a prison that keeps you locked in yesterday. Avoidance is a chain that tightens with every step you don't take. Facing the truth is the only key that not only unlocks freedom, but swings the door wide open to growth and ultimate transformation. So here's the thing. Here's what I want you to consider. The first one is name it clearly. Call the problem by its real name without softening it, without, sugarcoating it, without disguising it, because clarity is the first cut into denial. Confront it directly. Don't circle around it or delay it. Step into the hard conversation. Face the uncomfortable truth and look in its eye, because resistance loses power when you face it head on. And then change it deliberately. Don't drift into change or hope it happens on its own. Take intentional action, redesign habits, and choose a new path consciously, because transformation only sticks when it's deliberate, not accidental. Okay? Shadows tend to grow darker and larger when you turn away, looming like giants on the walls of your mind. They shrink and lose their power the moment you face the light, because truth dissolves what fear exaggerates. Truth dissolves what fear exaggerates. Remember that. See, storms always look bigger through the window than they are when you step outside and walk through them. Why? Because from a distance, fear magnifies every cloud. But once you're in it, you realize the rain can be endured, the wind can be survived, and the sky will eventually clear. See, monsters under the bed, I keep telling my 4-year-old, lose their power the moment you shine a flashlight, because fear thrives in darkness. But the instant you expose it to light, it shrinks back into nothing more than dust, and shadows. See, what you avoid eventually owns you. It becomes your master, dictating your choices in silence. What you face frees you, because courage breaks the grip on fear and turns obstacles ultimately into opportunities. And change begins the moment denial ends, because as long as you're lying to yourself, you're locked in a place. The instant denial dies, momentum is born, and transformation absolutely becomes possible. So you can't heal what you hide, because hidden wounds keep bleeding in silence. So instead of a challenge today, let's make this practical. Pick one area where you've been hiding, whether it's a conversation, maybe a habit, or possibly a fear. Don't just name it. Schedule a moment this week to step towards it. Send the email, make the call, take the action, because transformation doesn't arrive through intention alone. It shows up when action meets the truth. This is Benson, Performance Capability, and performancecapability.com. I hope you got some value out of this today, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Hold your breath, all the moves we're making.
Hey YouTube, Ben Benson here. Hope you're doing well. So what I've got for you today is I've created a copy of a book called The Art of Strategic Intention. There are 9 principles in this book, and I want to give it to you for free. It's, if you go to bensonspeaks.com or performancecapability.com, you can download it at bensonspeaks.com. All you need to do is sign up. And at performancecapability.com, all you have to do is go to the top right-hand corner of the site where it says Start Now, and you can download this. There are 9 rules for unlocking high performance in business, leadership, sports, and life. And I'll just share with you a couple of those. The law of deep desire, the illusion of free will, the power of controlled obsession, the strategic nature of self-interest, really interesting one, the seduction of comfort, and the alchemy of reinvention. 7, 8, and 9, the art of the long game, the currency of influence, and the psychology of attraction and repulsion. And there's also a bonus one at the back as well. But there's quite a lot of information in there. So if you want a copy, you can get a digital copy for free at bensonspeaks.com or performancecapability.com. Or if you want the physical copy, it's like, I think it's £5 on the website. So it's entirely up to you which copy you want. But really excited for this message today. So let's get into it.